everybody. This is Slim and Eli, and we are doing a hike that I think you guys are going to enjoy. In fact, we brought along a little help. So today we're going into the West Fork, and as you see, these are our carts that we're taking.
Our super carts.
They are super carts, yes. Because these aren't normal carts. These carts have had extra special, larger bearinged wheels put on, and especially the front wheels, because the front wheels of the carts are typically, as these ones are, a rubber tread on a plastic frame. These are solid, so there's no break in that.
Nope.
It can hit a lot of rocks, a lot of things can happen, and you can still keep on going. Also, we put new axles on them as well. They are super carts. Okay, and then what's going to happen is we're also going to customize them. So we haven't done the customization yet with the bells and whistles and stuff. But as you see, we got a lot of stuff packed up, and it all seems to fit perfectly. Ready for our trip on the West Fork to Glen Camp.
Yes.
So that's where we're headed, and your first obstacle is, of course, to cross the river.
But with the bridge here, you can do it.
Okay, so this is your first obstacle. Going down through this little, going down over this bridge, down these steps with a cart, which, you know, normally is not particularly hard, but with a cart's a little harder.
Yeah.
We could be like those people over there running over the bridge. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a lot of cars that go by as this car is going by now, and it's a little dangerous. That's why they built the bridge in the first place.
Yep.
Was
just cut out this area.
We want people to get run over on their way joyously going down.
I think
to the
also
river.
they have a gate down there to control access to it as well.
There's a gate down there to control access, but they have a gate over there to control access too, for driving access. But to be honest, nothing really controls access, considering you can simply scramble down right here
and cross
down
if
to
you
the
wanted
river
to.
and cross on your own if you wanted to. So
yes. We won't bore you with the details of going down this, but we're going to have to take the carts down, you know, 2 wheels at a time down this to get to the bridge, and then cross down the bridge and go down the stairs the same way. But
yeah, so
basically that's what you're doing.
A little laborers getting down here, but
more so going up, but going down even is.
Yes. And also, you have to take your cart carefully down here, because despite the fact they're carts, and they're super carts, they are super overloaded. As you can see, we've got guitars, we've got everything.
Yes.
For a night at Glen.
Yes. And the whole idea of the carts was originally conceived as you take them so that you don't have to carry all that your back on the road. I mean, backpacking's fine, but backpacking along a road's rough on your feet, and that's where the carts come in.
Right.
And you can travel a lot faster when you're rolling them.
We've also taken these carts, this is a paved road all the way to Glen. We've also taken the carts on a dirt road, rocky dirt road, and it can be a little rough on the carts, but you know, these super carts made it. Okay?
Yes, they did.
So you just have to be careful when you're going on a off-road, so to speak, on a trail or on a dirt road with carts. But you're going to see these carts are a godsend, and they're a great way to make a hike real easy. It's almost like shopping for 6.5 miles.
Yes.
Pushing a shopping cart. And think about, you know, a lot of homeless people, this might, you know, actually be a light load for them. You know? So just remember that when you're rolling your cart, that other people were taking a load that might even be a little bigger than yours. So.
Yeah. So this one's for all the abuelitas out there. Right now we're rolling on the West Fork. We're almost to the first mile mark, which is the Bear Creek Junction We're in Bear Creek Bridge. You can see this off in the distance on the road. There's the sign for it way up there. And we're rolling right along.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. Rolling on the river. Yeah, see? I do the backward push so that the front wheels, the big wheels, are the ones that hit the crack, and they have a tendency to go over better, over the crack better. So you can pull the cart that way, or you can push it from behind. Great.
Or you can do what I'm doing, pulling it with a bungee. It's like I'm Eli, the human tow truck.
Plus, when you have all the bearings in the wheels, you can do stuff like this.
Yes.
Now, it has a tendency to pull in its own direction. But, you know, we provide wheel alignments as well, so...
Yes, wheel alignment service.
For carts. We're a full-service cart repair shop.
Customizing and maintaining your cart. Oh, and sales too, of course.
Of course. So we'll give you details at the end of this
Video.
how you too can buy your own
Supercart.
Slim and Eli's Supercart.
Yes. Here we are. Here's the sign for Bear Creek. We are now at the mile mark.
I used to say Bear Creek.
Yeah, you see Bear Creek. Cutting to the right over here, it's where Bear Creek pours into the waters of the West Fork. And here's the bridge we're coming up on, as you can see ahead. Yeah, anyway, according to Forest Service regulations, you can catch all the fish you want up to this bridge, but after that, it's catch and release past the bridge going upstream.
Not that you're going to find any big ones, but
yeah, here we are. Look, you can see Bear Creek dumping in. Portal to many an adventure. Here we're about midway between the first bridge and the second bridge.
we're about it's more like a half mile. We're a half mile past.
Quarter mile.
Past
Bear Creek.
The Bear Creek Bridge. So.
Yes, and off to the left, of course, down the stream here, there is a little waterfall. We'll show it to you.
It's not little.
That's cute, pretty little singing thing, if you will.
It's a good 60, I don't know, I thought it was a good, what, 30, 40 feet maybe?
Approximately, yeah. Nice little spot.
Mm-hmm. They call it San Gabriel Falls, but you know, it's really Slim and Eli Falls.
Well, I was calling it Media Falls because it's halfway Media in between the two bridges, but that's just what I call it. We're about the 1.5 mile mark now because we're reaching the second bridge. After which, very short distance after the bridge, maybe, I don't know, 100 feet or so, is Phipps Canyon Junction.
Right, I like to call it the Phipps Bridge.
Haha.
Most of the time I just call it the Slim and Eli Bridge.
Here we are on the left side. We approach the rugged portal of Big Mermaid Canyon. We're right now approximately at the 2 to 2.25, maybe 2 1/3 mile mark. On the road at this point.
There must have been some big mermaid that was living in there.
Yeah. Must have been a deep pool in the stream. Haha. Here we are, about 2 2/3 maybe, something like that, 2 3/4. We're at the mouth of Little Mermaid Canyon. Very pretty here. Another one of the West Fork's finest. We just got past Little Mer and now we're heading up. We're probably within, I don't know, probably 500 yards of the 3rd mile mark. And you can see the serene San Gabriel coming down here. Look behind us on the road. We went through the slide area.
Danger!
Yeah, slide area. Yeah, well, actually,
you know
when
what
I first started going up the West Fork, there was a slide here, and it blocked this for some time before they got around to getting rid of it. This was like, I don't know, 20 years ago or so.
What they're telling you is danger. Look out. People are sliding down the hillside.
Yes. People going up there, sliding down the hillside. We're coming up to that falls. Come look. We're
Look,
almost
there's
there.
the 2 big alders right here. They're
Yes.
just starting to leaf out. Just starting to. It
time of the season.
being March 8th.
Yes.
But look how thick they are, and look at the more gnarled bark that they have, because they are a little more aged.
Yeah.
I would say those trees probably about 100 or more years old.
Could well be, yes.
I would say yes.
Yes,
Depending
we're
on the tree
cruising
and
along.
the conditions that it's in. When you cut the intersection, some of them
Oh,
have,
telephone, the tree rings, you mean?
yes, you count the tree rings. Some of them can be wider than other ones, depending on the tree and its conditions that it's growing in. So
Yes.
let's stop over here for a second and look at our graffiti over here. Come here. Okay. See, remember we talked about how the graffiti was carved into the smooth bark? That's what this was, carved into smooth bark.
When the
right
bark
there.
shags out,
And once
you lose
start
your
to shag
graffiti.
out, see these pieces that are starting to come
You
off?
lose the graffiti.
I don't know what that says now. Do you?
Nope.
No.
That's the
Yay!
best thing about alders. They shed their graffiti with their smooth coat.
Yeah. Look at this. You can already see much of H, M,
And BM.
BM, yes.
Yeah, that was their love affair was truly a freaky BM.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Star, Strive,
Stove,
Strive, Lakewood,
Steve.
Lake World,
Lake World.
Steve,
and
that's
Susie.
Javier, so that's
Javier.
like Javier.
Oh,
And that looks like Luz.
kind of, but you can't be sure. It probably is loose. What else would it be?
PV, I don't know, but like, this tree is saying, yeah, go ahead,
Yeah.
carve, but you know what? I'm gonna outgrow you, and there's nothing you can do about it, buddy.
Carts. Carts. Here we are at that falls. Look, you see the sign there? It says Newt Crossing. So there is a differentiation in the signs of what wildlife is crossing. And here we are at this
Yes,
falls.
they're really salamanders, but
Yeah.
no, they're newts. Stop, stop.
Newt Gingrich.
Look how they got this
Steel plates. Steel plates, yeah.
plates or,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Keeps the water from washing over it.
I got it keeps the road in place.
Yes.
You know, from getting eroded.
There's a lot of places like that.
But-
Further ahead, you'll find they're pretty much the same
Look at
way.
that falls.
Yes.
Boy,
Pretty.
very pretty. A lot of water splashing there.
Yes. Yeah, the pool at the bottom is fairly deep, too.
Not quite spring, but tonight, we're gonna lose an hour.
Yeah, it is, huh?
Uh-huh.
So,
And Jenny knows that.
yes.
So does Kyle and David
Yes.
and Rook.
Kyle? You mean File? Oh, no, it's Kyle. Looks like File, sort
What
of.
is it? R Heart K-E.
Oh, there's an
Oh.
R-E. Like,
Is that an R?
I don't know.
R Hearts Heart R-E.
No,
yeah.
R double hearts R-E. That's what it is.
So double love.
Yeah.
But look at that. That's that below Jenny or Lenny. That's probably a bear scratch.
It looks like it.
See those three?
A few things that are bear scratches,
stars?
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Those damn bears, their graffiti.
Bear graffiti.
When will it end?
Yes. Aren't those ferns pretty with the sunlight shining off them on the side?
Isn't the whole thing pretty with the
Yes.
water splashing and
The sunlight sparkling.
Hey, let's walk a little closer and take a little look. What do you say?
Little
Pete, what do you think? You want to take a look?
looks pretty bitchin' from here.
Come on, take a little look. Oh, you should come up here and take a look, I think. Pretty astounding. Hey, look at these striders over here.
Yeah.
Wow. Isn't that beautiful?
Sure is. Very beautiful.
Wow. Look at the ferns with the light
Yes.
coming off of them.
Yes.
Isn't that pretty?
Very. Very pretty. Here we are at, as you can see, the 3 mile mark. Just after Little Myrrh and all that stuff in that falls. Here we are at, no, this isn't. This is the one prior to it. No, this is it. There's a couple of little falls up here, really nice. Got to scramble over to get in there, but yeah, it's very pretty. So we're at least at the 3 3/4 point now. Yeah, it's very nice. As is the West Fork in spring, or near spring. Here we are, almost at the 4 mile mark. After the, I think we're just before the Royal Chub fishing platform, and some's throwing water out at us from one of the 2 springs. A year ago, this was like almost like a raging waterfall, but now it's just little trickly falls. See it trickling from above? Even for drought year, this isn't bad. Especially, they knew that it could rage again, so they put the steel plates in, as you can see. Going up to the next one now. Look, they even have like a little gutter here along the side where water trickles down from the falls and empties out into that spot where it goes back down to the river, so nothing washes over the road too much. But yeah, this is like an area of a whole bunch of springs. Very pretty. Here, look, here's another spring. See? Goes up there. Yes, if you try to climb over, it'd be so slippery. Slippery and drippery. Ha ha. Yeah, it's a whole series of them. Look down there, there's a river, of course. Very pretty. And here we go. I think we're just about to hit the last of them. The most one. Quite so.
On the side, there's concrete.
Yeah, yeah. Here's another one. Lots of trickles and drips. Water is probably clean enough to drink, I would guess. Oh, now here it is. Here's your next big one, the last one. See it? It's coming down from up there. Very nice. On a hot summer day when you're parched, you get A, get a drink, and B, drench your cap.
There's your hat. Yeah.
Yes.
Look. Some mistletoe.
Yes. Bitchin'. Very nice. And we're approximately at the 4-mile mark. Right around the corner up ahead there, we'll hit it. We are now at the 4-mile mark, as you can see, and we've reached as well the Santa Ana Sucker fishing platform. We're going to take a look at this one, give you an idea of how crappy these are now since they've gotten flooded out and damaged by the storms following the Bobcat fire. So as you can see, these fishing platforms got seriously jacked up.
You're going to show the lack of upkeep from the voices there?
Yeah, look at this, man. They're trashed. They didn't restore them at all. They're all destroyed. You know that?
Yeah. Oh.
Yes. This being no exception. Pretty much. It's all overgrown where the pipes are. I know. Can't even see the handrails because they're so deeply buried in. That stops around here. Everything's deeply buried in blackberry now. As you can see, we are at the 5-mile mark. And we're heading on further. And also I'd like to note that this is a point where the canyon walls start pinching in a little bit. Here's another one of those little side draws I mentioned that water trickles down from. Comes down here, across to the road, drops down the canyon. We're right now approximately at the 5 and maybe a quarter, maybe close to 5 1/3 mile mark at this point. We've rounded the last bend and we're heading up. We should be hitting the 6-mile mark pretty soon, and of course, Butterfield. Here we are at Butterfield Canyon Junction. You know you're not going to get very far up the canyon because of the falls, but isn't it sure pretty? Right around that bend to the right, up above that falls, is another falls. Butterfield. And here we are, long last, 6.5-mile mark at Glen Trail Camp. Down over there, that's Glen Canyon, water flowing out of it meeting the West Fork, and this is the campground.